Good morning, my lovelies. Let's talk about the giver. Jesus, coffee, and dad. So, yesterday was Thanksgiving. So the day was all about being thankful, which is really the language of our faith, is gratitude and thankfulness. But I thought today the fitting verse that to dive into actually comes from James, book of James, chapter 1 actually. And such a great passage and just a great chapter to read through. But I'm going to go through verse 17, but I actually kind of want to touch on verse 16 too. So, good reiteration. Good morning, my lovely, my beautiful bride. Every good and every perfect gift is from above and comes down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow of turning. So everything that we're thankful for comes from Dad. And the reason I say I want to touch on verse 16 is because verse 16 is such a powerful thought, such a short verse, but such a powerful thought that leads into that. Do not be deceived, my beloved brethren. And then he tells them every good and perfect gift comes from above. So I like that he leads in with that do not be deceived, because our possessions, so often we look at our house, our cars, the things that we have, and we think that we did that. My success led me to that. My multi-level marketing, my whatever business that is, my insurance, whatever, led me to that. And when we do that, that's where the deception comes into play. And that's really where we're being deceived by Satan there. Deceived by the enemy. Because the enemy wants us to think, I did that. No, that came from above. Every good and perfect gift comes from above, comes from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or no shadow. So in other words, he's the same always. There's no variation in him. He's consistent. He's immutable. He's perfect. And the same is his love. His love is perfect. He's immutable. He never changes. Always loving us. So do not be deceived by that. Don't think that it's an I. Because it's not. It's him. So every good and perfect gift comes from above. So, and again, like you heard me lead in, our language of our faith is an attitude of gratitude and being grateful to the giver and acknowledging the giver in everything in our life. Matter of fact, there's an exercise I want you guys to do today, and there's a challenge that I have for you today, and I really want you to think about it. Is look at what you have in your life, a good person or a good thing in your life, and I want you to think back and find where God was in there. Think where God stepped in and blessed you with that good person or that good thing. Because even when things are hard, it's hard to see sometimes. It's hard to see that sprinkling of where God is, but he's there. When you step out and you look through a wider lens, it's easier to see that. So I challenge you to do that today. And you guys are going to see, I'm going to create a Facebook page and start to tie my videos over that. Lee and I kind of have a, I call Leah my lighthouse. God's lighthouse, sorry. Sorry, Lord. Your lighthouse. Beautiful mosaic lighthouse. And, well, I kind of get called the foghorn because I'm more of the mouthpiece, I guess. And the very dented foghorn, nonetheless, but foghorn. So I'm going to create a Facebook page for a ministry, for Lighthouse and Foghorn Ministries. So you guys will see that. I'll be tying the videos into the ministry page, and in works will be YouTube channel, and eventually I'll meander into TikTok. I'm working on it, but tying and growing into social media just because the word needs to be put out, and this digital ministry is something that God put on my heart, and that's a calling that He put on my life. So again, you want to make God laugh, tell Him your plans. And in my plan, I told Him I'm not going to seminary. Yeah, no. He said, we don't need to go to seminary. You just get in this. So, love you guys. Have an amazing Friday. Weekend's right around the corner. Weekend's here. Long weekend. Love you guys.